Rock on, rock on. Cheers to you. Good morning.
Cheers to you, babe.
Bam.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Cheers to you.
Hey, it is Maverick Monday, and we're on Brave Expand, the final week. We are on it. Are you guys ready for this?
Heck yeah, you guys are always ready.
Bam.
6:30 in the morning on a Monday.
Right?
Charging, and we know you're ready.
That's right, because today is a day to change your life forever
Yeah.
by taking action. Are you ready to
Totally.
take that action today? Because it's time. It is time.
Yeah,
Let's
they're
go.
ready. I know
Let's
it.
go.
I sense the vibe. And today, guess what, you guys? Mike's doing the joke. So we get to critique and see how well he
Oh.
delivers
Hey, well,
the punchline.
one thing for sure, I am already prepared because we have so much to cover, right?
Listen
and I
to
wrote it
it.
out on notes. So I'm going to read it to you. I don't even have to try. So the joke of the day, here we go. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Our new ebook. Excuse me.
Our new ebook. Who?
Jacked it up. The ebook that makes you fill in 7 fields in the form below, and you'll get your free copy of the punchline.
Ha ha ha. That was pretty good. There was a little
Oh.
stumbling there, so I'm not going to give you a full 10.
Right. Well, I just discovered this joke, and I gotta tell you, that is huge. When you can just deliver like I do, it's like
Oh, gosh.
such a difference, right, guys? It's like
Don't get puffed up in pride, babe. What does the Bible say? Pride comes before what?
oh no, I just got whooped. Bible whooped.
Anyways.
Anyway,
All right. Let's jump into it, babe. We've got lots to cover.
Let's get to this. We've got a lot. Today's, again, it's the last day, the final day of our Maverick Monday Brave and Expand series, and we want to hit on marketing. It's our final topic. If you missed any of them, go back. You can go down my feed, or you can go on to Activate Mavericks fan page, right?
Oop.
That page has all of them in a row, back to back, as well as inspirational videos we've produced for you guys to see. Hey, this is what we want you guys to be creative in your own minds and see. Be inspired. Grab on and take hold of that dream, and don't let it be just this vague thing out in the future. Never going to happen, but
No.
go for it.
And
to
take
do
those action steps today.
Yes.
And I just got this.
Yes, please.
Is there like that black bar on us? Is that something new? So if there's a black bar, or hopefully you're even seeing us, anyways, we'll keep moving in faith.
That is a good question. Hopefully, guys, you see us all right and that this is not being interrupted. I want to make sure of one thing. So we got Kevin on. Hey, do me a favor, Kevin. What's happening? Can you do me a favor and let us know, is there a bar that seems to be kind of like right on across our foreheads, or maybe it's just on this side
Maybe
of
it's
ours?
just on us. We
our,
just see bars.
Right, I was going to check maybe check the
He's going to
feed on-
watch himself
Right,
on
which is
Facebook
very
Live
awkward
on
and
his
weird.
phone.
But hey,
Hey, you do what you got to do.
we got to do what you got to do, right? Anyway.
Okay, so yes, we are talking
All right,
about.
Cool. Right on. So
Yeah,
you see it just
Kevin,
fine.
you the man.
Appreciate
You get
that.
extra Maverick points for that, for
That's
helping
awesome.
us out.
Awesome.
You rock, buddy.
Making us look good. Make sure we look good.
All right, let's jump into it, babe. Yeah,
Awesome.
like Mike said, we're talking about marketing. And now I don't want you to be like, oh, man, I don't have a marketing budget, though. If you don't worry about it. It doesn't matter if you have 0 marketing dollars or if you have, brands that have tens. They're not even like mega brands, but they have tens of thousands of dollars in marketing budget per week. And so it doesn't matter what level you're on. Are you back with me?
I'm back with you, but
Okay.
we got to keep pumping
Okay.
here.
So regarding marketing, we want you guys, so the first thing we talk with clients about is this mindset shift. So we want you to shift. This is what we want all of our clients to understand, is that shift from being like, those signs on the side of the road, those people that like flippy the signs and like do acrobatic stuff as they're flipping signs and telling you to go turn into this parking lot. Stop thinking marketing as that, or as a billboard,
Right.
or as like a, look at me, I'm over here, come buy my stuff. Like, stop. Just
Right.
make that shift and start looking at it as contribution of, okay, how can I contribute high quality content for my dream client that they're going to just be like, that, thanks for sent, like, that was good stuff. Like,
Right.
thanks for that. Thanks for that. And how can you do it on a continual, consistent basis?
Right.
That is key.
That is huge, 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 huge. You know, there's so many times it's come in and hit us with this whole like refresh, you know, and being relevant, being active. But one of the biggest things, and you're hitting on this key topic, is contribution.
Yeah.
Right? How much have you guys taken as far as branding is concerned? We know that how important that is to get it right. That's why we've done this series. But now we're at marketing. We're talking about how you get the brand in front of people and doing it the right way, right? Effectively. There is a right way and there's a wrong way. And so many people are kind of attracted to what we've seen, options. All the options. Bless you. Lord bless you. Options. Taking people out and making them like just stuck. Just like the headlights.
Oh, totally. Now I get you. I'm like, where is he going with this?
Like a deer
like
stuck
a deer,
in the
like
headlights.
when people get to the marketing step. Now I get where you.
Right.
For those of you who didn't follow, or maybe it's still just a little early, yeah, Mike, you're totally
Come
right.
on.
Sorry,
Gotta wake
I've
people
only
up.
had one sip of, well, maybe 2 sips of coffee, but so yeah, you can get to the brand's done, everything is wrapped up, but then when it comes to marketing, it can be like that daunting kind of like the
Right.
deer in headlights, where it's
Right.
like, I don't know where to start, and how do I start, and what's the right steps for me, and so we just want to encourage you to keep. That's what today is about. So
Right.
the focus on making that shift from look at me to contribution, and then keeping it simple and relational. If that's all you get from this morning, that's all right. That's the most important part. So contribution, simple, relational.
Exactly. Yeah, and Cheryl's right on. Good morning. And Ryan.
Yeah,
yes,
Ryan,
contribution.
he is
Bam.
king of contribution.
Exactly.
Those guys, they pump out the contribution like boom,
Exactly.
boom, boom.
You guys want to copy a good example of contribution to your peeps, your right peeps, and that's a huge thing too. You're not just pouring out to people who are not in alignment with you, trying to fit your messaging into whoever could be the whole world globally focused. It's like boom, they know exactly who they're speaking to. Bam, and they're crushing it. So good job with cash flow.
Yeah, high fives, you guys.
High five.
You're killing it. And they've understood that, and they're not speaking to the masses. That's another great point, babe. The whole thing about contribution, keep it simple, keep it relational, is don't be like, oh, I need to speak to those type of people, and I need to speak to those type of people.
Yes.
Hone your messaging in.
Oh, man.
Like it's like you're speaking to that one person. Like you interview any great like public speaker,
Yes. That's
and
what I
one
just
thing
thought
that
of.
you'll
You're reading my brain.
I know we're vibing today. One thing that they have. All of them will say is that they don't speak to the whole crowd. They speak to one individual, because then it makes it really personal and that connection. And it's the same thing with your marketing. You speak to that one person and you make it relational. Just like even when we're doing these lives, we've pictured our one person that we want to just infuse life and infuse power and infuse just like awesomeness into.
Right.
And that's who we're speaking to.
Yes.
Am I hitting the mic?
Just making sure.
I'm like,
so yes, we're not
elbow.
smacking elbows so
To
that
the
people
mic.
are like eardrums blowing up.
No.
So one thing for sure, and that is hugely important. We've talked about this and we've made sure we noted it because we don't want to forget that your best content, your very best content, is what you're putting out there, right? Your best contribution, which we say is content, is the way to get that value across to those you want to reach. And you're not trying to this whole idea of even what you mentioned last night. We talked about this last night. Review things, right? So those people that you covet, you want to connect with, you want to make sure that you're obsessed almost with them, because it's kind of like that whole dating scenario. It's like you getting to know them, they get to know you. It's a commitment, right? You're making a commitment, they're going to make a commitment, but you don't just jump in all the way and go, let's go together. We're going to go, I'm going to take you and fly you to, and it's kind of like that extreme, like, whoa, Those guys are
Well,
free.
I might be up for the whole like first date fly to India. That was kind of interesting choice, but hey, I'd be up for it. But what I wouldn't be
Right.
up for is someone who just it's like they throw up on you, like all their information, like oh I did this and I did this and I've achieved
Right.
this and I've done this and like they don't even give
Oh
you
my goodness.
like 2 seconds to like interject even like oh that's
Yes.
cool.
Ooh,
And that's
ooh, ooh,
what
ooh.
not is no good. So that's
Yeah.
why we're like, keep it simple, you guys,
Dangerous.
and keep it that just relational and keep it consistent. Like that's
Yes.
another like we have it.
Consistent. Boom, boom, regular. That's a lot of the tactics. So people actually ask us too. They're like, okay, guys, you've helped us build a brand, and we want to get our marketing going. We got to get this on point. We're already like ready to fire, ready to go, right? And it would be a missed service. It would be a total like hello moment. If we were to just go like, here's your brand, here's your on-site, we built the website, we built this epic thing, it looks amazing, we're super amped, we're excited for them, we're proud of our work, they're proud of it, they're amped to see their brand visually now, and then we just go, good luck, see you later. It would be like, what? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, people would be freaking. Well,
Or they
we don't do that. We don't do
No.
that. But one thing we do say is make sure that you're consistently sharing your messaging, right? And speaking to that person like we just mentioned, but also focused on the main goal. Focus on the goal, right? Don't get distracted on all the other options again, or sidetracked on things that really don't make sense to your why. They don't align with your why. Like, why are you doing this? Continue to ask yourself along the way and focus on the goal. Stay focused, because then you're taking care of those people. You're helping. Your whole reason by building this brand,
Yeah.
right, is to have that experience. People experience you. You experience them. Build relationships.
Yeah, and you're
right?
showing them how you solve their problem.
Yes.
Like, and so that's why it's so important. Like,
Yes.
from getting the branding right is so vital, even to the next step, which is marketing. And because if you aren't clear on who you really want to work with, on what your brand is,
Yes.
like who you are as the founder, or
good.
why you do things, it's going to be that much harder when you
Yeah.
get to the marketing step and you're
my.
trying to market your brand. But then you're like, I don't know who I want to reach. Like, well, when your ads person or whatever
Right,
is being like,
right.
okay, what's your target demographic? And you're like, I'm not sure. Or
Right.
it's very just vague, and you don't know how to design your ads even, and
Totally.
and how to
Totally.
do all of these things because you don't know your who. And it's so important with marketing is that every touch point of your flow of your marketing. I'm getting a little bit more deep.
It's all good. It's all good.
But this is the only deep part on marketing I'll go, because we really want to keep it really kind of simple, because
Yes.
these simple foundational
Simple.
points are key. But going back to the flow of your marketing, so you've got your ads, you got a landing page, you've got your order form, your checkout page. So that's a basic, just kind of little marketing flow. And if something's off, especially at the beginning, let's say ads, like your ads, you have someone design them and you don't have that clarity on how they're supposed
Right.
to look, who they're supposed to resonate with.
Good.
Your marketing's broken from the very beginning.
Ouch.
And we
Right.
had that happen with a client last week, and we were just like, they showed us
Right.
their ads that they had gone and had someone else design, and they were just like almost in tears, just like, we do not like these. And we were like, yeah, we can see why.
Right.
And they weren't seeing
It's
the
crushing.
traction. It was affecting everything else. So
Gosh. It brings tears to my eyes.
Oh, jeez. So get clear so that every step of your marketing, whether it's free marketing, like you're just pumping out free content, or you're doing ads, make
Yeah.
sure everything is on point with all of the stuff that we've gone through these last 5-6 weeks.
Ooh.
So
yes.
important. So important.
That's awesome. So the idea is, if you're keeping it simple enough, you're not making it difficult to build the relationship.
Yeah.
Encourage the micro commitments to connect
Yeah.
with you and grow
Yeah.
that relationship further, and you as well for them, and wanting to go after and connect with them, because you're making your micro commitments in the form of, hey, they've contacted you, or you've reached out on social, or you've done something to make it easier for them to reach out to you, right? Phone call, whatever it is, and you follow through. You're not just like too busy to talk to the little people, right? But you are literally paying attention and you're focusing on, hey, what is it that I'm missing? Even if you're asking those questions, that's a huge insight. What am I missing here so I can help you better, right? That alone changes the perspective of, wow, okay, hold on. Their brain just went click. Oh, wow. So it's not about them. It's not all about how much they've accomplished. It's not all about, hey, they've worked with big mega stars and next thing you know they're untouchable. It is like, oh, they care about me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And
So
and one thing I want to, that's so good, and it goes into like really this, you said this line yesterday, babe, and it was so good. And it was,
did?
yeah, he says
my
lots
line.
of awesome wisdom nuggets. But you said, be thinking lifetime, not short term. And we've probably all heard that a bunch of
right.
times, but it's
good.
such a key. Like, be thinking lifetime. Like, you want to be building
Right.
these relationships, this client base for a lifetime, not short term, and that'll keep you out of the getting into the cheesy
Yes.
stuff.
Oh, man.
Like, sometimes it can be easy to jump in and just, you see trends that are going on ads and stuff that people are trying to just be disruptive, and and maybe cheesy is your thing, and maybe you just really are and like, then
You
go
be cheesy.
run with the
Go.
cheese. But if it's not you and
100%.
you're just trying to follow a trend,
right.
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 I feel like that the whole, like, the focus for the long term will keep you from doing any like shady marketing.
True.
Or no one wants to do shady marketing.
No.
I
no.
feel like it's this like gradual, they just like start following
Yes, we've
someone,
seen it
or
happen.
like they just start getting desperate, or start just following some not wise counsel.
True. Yep.
But the long-term focus will keep you
Yes.
from
and
cheese and shady.
Oh my gosh. So many people have been impacted, big brands and little brands, all, it doesn't matter what the spectrum is, but when they've all of a sudden done something way off and they've tried to be funny when they're not really, they've maybe done it themselves and they're not wired that way, or they haven't hired a professional to do it right, and entertain and have fun, and what they intended to do, right? What they were hoping for, and all of a sudden, boom, these people just kind of got hit by a wall of what was that? And then next thing you know, it's like half the people who were following them or dedicated to them go, we're out. And leave, and that affects their business in such a big way, and they're like, oops.
Yeah,
right?
then you send mixed
Aftermath.
signals. Like, if you are
Totally.
trying to attract cheese ball people,
Cheese.
awesome. I'm not kidding. There are brands that are
There are,
totally
true.
like, they're cheese ball brands,
No
and they
doubt.
want cheese ball people,
No doubt.
and but if you aren't, you're more of a serious brand, then you throw out something that's cheesy and weird.
Yeah.
Then it throws people off, and then all of a
Yes.
sudden, if you're not wanting to attract the cheese ball people, now
True.
you're attracting the cheese ball people, and you lost half of your kind of just more like serious. Let's say you're wanting to attract serious intellectuals.
Right.
You just lost a bunch of those. So just knowing who you are, knowing who you want to attract, and just keeping that consistent in your marketing.
Right. Your cheese ball comment just keeps me giggling, but it's
Or
true.
shady people. I hope you aren't someone who
One-
wants to attract shady people.
Right, that would be hardcore. But think about this too. If you want to be that like powerful brand, and you're putting way too much emphasis, we don't want to forget this, and too much emphasis on your logo, too much emphasis on how perfect it has to be, and it has to be amazing, it has to be so just right. And it's not. And you're a perfectionist, and you're like, no, that's not it. No, I'm not gonna launch until it's just right. You're gonna suffer. You're gonna keep those people from those who you want to help because that's not the focus. It shouldn't be about your logo. And think about this: if you want something, we'll give you a tip on this. It should be simple, timeless. Nothing crazy. Just focus on that, keeping it simple and timeless, and you'll do the rest of it as you continue to grow the relationships. Then guess what? People will be paying attention to the small pieces like the logo, and they're like, hey, that's them. And they see you in different places, and they're proud. They're so proud because the minute they see your logo driving down the road on a
On a semi truck.
big old semi, right? They're like, boom, or like the car decals, whole wrap. They're like, that's them. They're so stoked. They get amped,
Yeah,
and they
that's
amplify
what you
you,
want.
right? You're a huge evangelist, what you're hoping for, and people who are around them go, what? Whoa, what? Who's that? who are you talking about?
But yeah.
Bam! Next thing you know, you blow up. You're crushing it. But
think about how you get there, though.
Right.
It's so easy. Do you think
That's
someone
true.
who's like doing pop-up type marketing
Yeah.
and just like look at me
No
marketing
way.
is
No
going to
way.
have those kind of people where they see, like Mike just said, like where they see your car, you know, one of your cars drive down the road with your wrap on it, that they're like,
Right.
oh, there they are. I love them. I don't think so, right? But if you're constantly putting out just consistent quality content and building that relationship,
Yeah.
then you're going to be seen, like people are going to be like, oh, that's them. They put out, I love them. They,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And
yes.
and that's done over time. It's just like Mike said about the dating. It's done over time of being consistent, putting out high quality stuff that they care about,
Yeah.
and just continually doing it. And so this kind of marketing that we're talking about,
Right.
there's definitely different views.
Oh,
People
for
aren't.
sure.
Other people don't
For
agree
sure.
maybe with our way of doing things.
The method.
But
The
our
to the
method is
madness.
for the long haul, like doing that consistently
Right.
quality content, just over a long period of time is going to be what sets you up, brave and expand. That you
said
can
it,
brave
guys.
every market, no matter what happens, brave every storm, and expand no matter how the market looks.
Yes,
And
guys,
that's
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Because when we've, you know, there's something I want to make sure we hit on too
Yeah,
as well.
do it, babe.
And that is not to overwhelm people,
Yeah,
right? With,
yeah.
hey, because we've had that come to us. The question is, should we be using this type of tactic, or should we put this
Yeah.
lead magnet, or should we build this type of funnel, or should we put together, you know, this big old like presentation and do a huge class, and you know maybe I think that, you know, we're the type of people that would be awesome if we could have this like group of people show up, and I know that we could crush it and share with them in person. You know, like all these ideas, awesome. It's great to keep that imagination spurred and going and active,
Ryan,
right
you
on
rock.
a regular.
I just read a comment. Sorry to interrupt you, but that was a rad comment. Ryan, you the man.
So here's the thing: they hit it on the point. It is simple as making it your unique one offer, right? One offer that you know is going to really make an impact. You put your focus on that. That is going to be the home run, not overwhelming and building out this what I call the liquidating. Oh, so that's what I wrote: the liquidating challenge checklist course offer with the megaton of science-based techno babble, right? And just you're throwing stuff at people. It's so big, it's so like gigantic, they don't even understand you, and all you're doing is confusing them to the point of like, what? Again, what?
People
like,
have
huh?
like think about this motion that people do all day long. The
Yes.
scrolls, the
Yes.
scrollsies. You got like seconds to
Oh.
like have them stop, and that's why people. I can
Yeah.
see why they fall into this like cheeseball disruptive stuff. I get that. But we're not that. If you want cheeseball disruptive, that we're not them. We're not your
Shock
company.
factor.
But if you want, like, there's other ways to get your ideal and dream clients to stop the scroll. But you've got to also be clear
It's
because you have that like couple seconds maybe to get them
Yes.
to be like, oh, that's what click and like
Yep.
take a read more about your blurb and then click to go to your feed
Oh,
and to
man.
go to what you wrote. Like you have seconds, and so if you're writing
Yes.
stuff that like Mike just said, where I got lost after like word 3, you're not gonna. Sorry, I did, babe.
No, it's good. That was the point. Just
well,
like
you did it.
the beginning of this whole the joke of the day. That's why I put it out there, because there is too much of this going on where they just boom have this mega that you're gonna make millions and this, that, and the other. Be careful of that too.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
Yeah. Leery
And-
of anyone
and-
who promises you big bucks.
Yes.
Like
Be
big
leery.
bucks and quick big bucks.
Do your research. Do your homework, right? And especially for those that are putting it out there, Google's already just starting to put a slam down on them. But be careful of that, because that will mislead. And then when people follow through, if you've told them, "Hey, I've got this method," make sure your method does what it says it's going to do. Like, you know, you've
Yes.
practiced, you've worked with people that
Yeah.
they're experiencing your method working for them and doing what you say it's going to happen for
That's-
the other clients, right?
That's a huge point. We haven't
Excuse
talked
me.
about that yet, but we're just assuming you guys are putting
Right.
you guys are mavericks and you guys are committed to being the best in your industry and putting out the best services, the
Yep.
best products.
Yep.
You guys are committed to that. So once you then your marketing is just gonna you stay that
Right.
that commitment to excellence and to high quality and
Exactly.
to consistency. But if you're just joining us right now, make sure all of those things,
Yeah.
if you're watching this in the future, that you're doing all those things. That it's
Right.
not just like, oh, your marketing is on point, but your products and services are really junk. Like, you got to have the full package. Package.
Deanna hit on it. It's like if it sounds too good to be true, it is.
Absolutely.
Too
that
good to
that
be
line
true.
is so true.
Here's what we want to say too: is
Excuse
not
me.
forgetting to do the right type of marketing. So many people are jumping in again in kind of random mode, and they're thinking, well, everybody else is doing social, everybody else is doing XYZ, everybody else so that's in my industry that has been making like millions. I know they're doing well, they're crushing it, and they're competitors directly to me. Should I be doing that too? We're like, what do we say every time? It has to be a fit for you and fit for your right ideal people. That person, that even if it's like we said, descriptively, does that fit your Joe? Does it fit your Sean or Vanessa or Christina?
Or
That's how
William?
we get down with William. Exactly.
William's ours.
Because that's who our focus is. We're paying attention to him. What does he desire? What's his deepest inner, like even his mindset? What is his deepest inner desire? What are those things that are happening behind the scenes within him? How he's wired, and we
Totally.
know that hey, this makes sense because that's how we're wired in some ways too. So that's
Yeah.
the connection, right? That's the connection. That's that little nugget I'm gonna throw in for free. Paying attention to that. Don't let the distractions of all this other stuff. Right?
Yes.
The masses that you wanted to go global and go, worldwide, and I want to sell this to Europe as well. So maybe I should open up that demographic and start thinking geographically, and all of a sudden you're distracted. It's a huge distraction.
Totally.
Your vision becomes.
What was that line? We both loved it. It was like, how do you crush a man's vision?
Yes.
Give him two.
Give him two.
Isn't that, it's so true. So like, for those of you who were slower, it took me like 3 times of hearing that to get it. It was, how do you crush a man's vision? Like his one vision, you
Right.
give him two. So then now he's distracted and he's
Right.
all over the place. And now his vision is, it's
So
ruined.
backwards, so
And
backwards. You can only,
Yeah.
you really, that's why we taper it down, bring it down to one thing, one focus,
Totally.
one offer.
Totally.
Yeah, you may be able to, you may do multiple. You might, even on your site, like so you say you built your website and you have multiple offers because you do so many mega things that you help people in so many ways. But there is one overarching message that
where
you
you
want to
get
get
the
across.
most of your revenue and where most people
Boom.
know you as. That's the one we're talking about.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
that's what we got to focus. But
Right.
we got to write. We're over time. We could go on
We
and
could,
talk
but-
about this for a long time.
Yes, but we can't neglect because again, all you're investing, your time, your money. Sometimes money, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you market without even having to spend a dime, and that's awesome, cool, great. Hats off to you, high fives. There is energy that you're going to put into this, though. Obviously, you're going to be talking, you're going to be connecting, networking somehow, some way that you see this is the right way to market for my business.
But yes, and that's
My
the
brand,
key.
right?
Finding what's
My-
right for you.
And not forgetting that once you hit and dial that in, boom, all you're investing, all the time that you put into it, all your energy, your funds if you've done it, in some way or shape or form, all the things that you packed into there and put in the value and you've been consistent and you're continuing to go on for years. It could be. And that's the thing you got to be ready for.
Yeah.
Dedication for time.
For the
for a
long
good amount
haul,
of time.
not just like doing one marketing campaign and being
No.
like, okay, we're set for the next 5 years. So
Right.
guys, we have our marketing planned out for the rest of the year. Everything, every piece that we're gonna do, because that's also an easy way to do it. We
Yes,
recommend
yes.
making that plan for the entire year, having it mapped out so it's not overwhelming. So you don't get those deer in headlights.
Right, lost.
And you're lost and overwhelmed. So, but
Right.
yeah, it's gonna take consistency and it's gonna take work.
Yeah.
We're not gonna lie, it's gonna take hard work.
That's right. That's right. So the last thing
Yes.
key want to hit on is that you make it beyond easy to understand.
Yes.
Make it very crystal clear, simple, as if you're talking to the caveman of all cavemen, a dude who's just like, huh? What? I don't get it. But all you have to do is make it super clear, to where all they have to do is take one step, a micro commitment, this small, like, boom, step into you, closer to you. I'm listening. Okay, I got you. Oh, you got my attention. Oh, okay. And then all of a sudden they go from going like, what, to,
Like it clicks.
whoa, wow.
Even for the caveman.
The caveman can do that too, right? And I've experienced, that's the reason why we're doing this, because we've experienced so many times complicated, difficult, confusing, too much information, or we've seen science-based information, like someone who's technical or very much like they know exactly how to do it because they've done so much studies, they've gone to school for this, and they could break it down to you, and then next you know you're like this.
Yeah, you gotta keep it as simplified, small words.
Yes.
Don't try to use big, ginormous $5 words in your marketing.
good.
Keep it simple. Keep it to where it. Remember, scrollsies. You've got milliseconds sometimes.
Yep.
And if you're using like crazy stuff that's unrelatable, only you can understand, or only someone who's at your expert level can understand, they're gonna keep scrolling. So
exactly.
So keep
especially
it.
when everything's going to the phone, where you have to do the 4x to just read the text and the copy. 4 scrolls up, right? That is too much. You want to make it so simple, so easy, right? And what we've noticed, and wanted to make sure we don't forget really quickly, is when you keep it tied to your why, right? All your marketing messaging is fine-tuned, right? So that your ideal people, they're getting it with one specific offer, one specific, and that is that could be a matter of making that offer in 5 words, right? And then explain briefly how powerful, right? How powerful way that you want to make that offer that's going to change them, to help them fulfill their need, to change it. And not just like, you know what, I can fix your tubing and I can make it happen and it's going to be fixed like within an hour, right?
Are you talking about a car?
In your pipe, oh, sorry.
I'm like tubing. Wait, where did we
home,
go? Where
like
did
you're
we go?
a plumber, right? You're
Okay,
a plumber.
a plumber. Okay, now
you're
I'm
plumbing. And sorry, you're tubing.
I'm caveman. Caveman. Think caveman.
Right. I just totally blew my own crushed my own words. But hey, the simplification of what you do, right? You've just clarified. But you want to make sure that you're not doing it so like everyone else. Like the standard plumber says, I can fix your plumbing and I can make it happen in an hour. I can come to your house and make sure that you get and people go, well, you can do it, but my neighbor does that as well, and they offer the same thing, and you guys sound really similar. But so here's the thing: be unique in a way so that you share how you're going to improve their life, how you're going to change. You could be that whole epic, like change their life kind of thing, plumber, and they would be like, oh, that guy, whoa, like his personality, who he is, what he's offering.
That shines through and makes him different.
Boom.
Think about it as your first impression. Like when you first, like, okay, if you're going out on a work thing and you're at a conference, and when you meet, you're going to meet tons of people overload, and think about the second you meet someone new, that first impression, there's those people, some people you meet, and you're like, oh my gosh, there was something about that person. Like, I want to go get to know that person.
Yes.
Whereas the other people, I'm like, oh man, I don't want to ever talk to that person again. Hopefully not, but like for the example's sake.
Right.
And it's the same way with your brand. You have those couple milliseconds, couple seconds at most to make that impression, that first impression. And you'd want it not just information overload. Remember the first date? You don't want to bombard them. And it's that first impression to where you want to make it so they want to get to know you more. They're going to go click now on your website. They're going to click on more information about you. And that's what you want. And I know we're way over. We got to get going.
Right, we do. And so then closing.
Yes. Let's land the plane.
Right?
Land the plane.
After you've done this in abundance, showing how life is going to change and go abundant life. It's going to be epic. It's going to be awesome. And the experience is going to be amazing. That's what you want. The experience is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you want to make that so crystal clear, and also tell them what they need to do.
Yes.
What do they
keep
need
it simple,
to do?
again.
Short, sweet, one thing, extremely simple for them to make that contact,
Yep.
to reach out to you, to get a hold of that offer, right? That's it.
Yep.
Nothing more. Keep it simple, value packed, right?
Yeah.
We have to say high quality and consistent,
Yeah.
right? And if you do this,
Oh my gosh, you guys.
you'll see incredible ROI in your
Yeah.
brand. Your brands are going to go bam.
Yes, and your brands will brave. This is the last week, so I've got to point to it. Your brand will be one
Brave
that will brave
and
and expand, you guys.
That's right. That's right.
And
We believe in
remember,
you.
we believe in you, and failure isn't final.
That's right.
If you have failed in marketing campaigns in the past,
Goodness.
today is the day to get back up, to reevaluate, to maybe reassess your brand,
Yes.
to
Yes.
just get a new perspective
Truly.
and hone it in. Remember, keep it simple, keep it relational,
Totally.
and just. But we believe in you. Get
Yes.
back up. Today is the day
Right.
to take action, you
And
guys.
we don't want to neglect, even if you know someone that has really good marketing, at this moment, relevant to today, 2019, not from 1985, make sure, even if, hey, you have questions for us, we're here for you. We can give you advice. We'd love to kind
Yeah.
of help you fine tune. If there's questions, fire away. Shoot them, in, direct message or post comments. Feel free to do that. We'd love to
Yeah.
hit on it and help you get
Yeah.
where you guys want to be in your marketing for your brand, right? Get your brand climbing, doing amazing. That's the awesomeness.
We can
So
say goodbyes.
that's where the awesomeness.
She's
cool.
been waiting this whole time.
All right,
Are we
we'll
ready?
we'll say see
Do
you
you have
later.
something to
Have a
say?
great
Yeah,
one.
I
Okay.
think there's something to say.
Okay, what were you gonna say?
Don't be the deer who says headlights.
Anyone who doesn't have kids and hasn't seen the movie Peter Rabbit, you don't understand probably this. But if you have, you get it. It's the deer in headlights. Exactly. We don't want them to be the deer in
Yeah.
headlights, right?
All right, let's say see you later. We love you guys. Have a great one. See you on the next one.
Bye. I love you.